here at 2:15 Eastern Time during live free football picks. A lot of focus here on Europe today. That'll be the case. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set notifications. Be live with us. So you can bet on the best numbers and you can bet the picks because, we got the Champions League here during the middle of the week here. We got many of our picks here. We'll be starting here at the top of the hour. So you want to make sure you like, subscribe, and of course set notifications and be live with us to get these plays. And also too, just want to make note of a few things of our promo code. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and get signed up. Also, love to let you guys know about our podcast. All of our picks now, every pick is in podcast form. So visit Tony's Picks Podcast, available on all major platforms. Many of you Apple, Google platform, Stitcher. Just type in Tony's Picks. Look for this art here and then subscribe. In every pick, even from this show, we strip out every pick and put it in podcast form. So make sure you guys check us out over there on our podcast. And also, we'd love to hear from you guys. So post your picks in the comments below. And don't forget to visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com, multi-capper site showcasing all of our greatest cappers here. Paul is the top unit producer over at Tony's Picks. A lot of action right now up on the board here with best bets. Of course, you can click the best bet tab. And when you do that, you'll be able to check out the best bets from each capper. They can designate one best bet per sport per day. And you'll see many of them are up there right now on the board. $15 pick. Well, we just showcase the service out there. We'd like to promote ourselves. And with that $15 pick, you get introduced to our service with Paul here with an early 3 p.m. Eastern time start here with this $15 premium pick. I have a best bet there as well. Those popular 3-packs are really good value. Value-conscious customers, these are really good values here. 3-packs, of course, they're all profit guarantee. Must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credited back in your account for side credits. That is what profit guarantee is. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this one underway. And let's go ahead and welcome in Paul Agonis. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. Paul, what's happening?
Really nice. We had a best bet yesterday, our only play of the day, and it was a push, but still, it's been going great with these best bets, 35, 14, and 5, I believe. So far in the season, it's been going great, and I got several plays loaded at my page. I got plays for tonight from the Champions League, which goes live in about 40 minutes from now. I got an Argentinian play as well loaded, and I have a Sunday a $15 play, La Liga Super Early Bird. Now, the prices are going to change in that, so the line is going to change, actually, I believe. So head over at my page and grab this early bird because the best value is right now. And I have some new free plays for you guys today, which I really believe are going to be winners.
That's right, winners indeed. A lot of Champions League action plays here, so we'll get started here. We'll get a couple here from the Liga Friday here. So let's go ahead and let's get this one underway. Champions League action here today. Top of the hour, we have Barcelona taking on Inter Milan.
Yeah, there's going to be a really exciting match, and there's a really interesting stat about both Barcelona and Inter Milan, actually. Barcelona have not been awarded or conceded a penalty kick so far in the season, and in the reverse fixture where they lost to Inter Milan by 1-0, they were actually robbed of some points because they were denied a clear penalty kick. Now, Barcelona have not actually been awarded a penalty kick in their last 27 matches, dating back to last season since the Europa League quarterfinal against Frankfurt. And Inter Milan, they also have the same stat, 0 penalty kicks in 12 matches so far in the season. And now the referee that officiates this match is one of the referees with the most penalties awarded in the Champions League matches in recent years, with 16 penalty kicks in his last 28 matches in the competition. So his first Champions League match of this season was the Atletico versus Porto, where he awarded the penalty kick. And in the last 3 seasons in the Polish League, he has awarded 41 penalty kicks in 72 matches. And slight, fun fact here is that he's Polish and he's a compatriot of Barcelona's Polish striker Lewandowski. So the best play we're going to make here is taking the over half a penalty kick at plus 210. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was Barcelona who won that penalty kick and scored. And you can maybe take an alternative bet on Barcelona to score a penalty kick at plus 410. But the best one is over half a penalty kick at plus 210 here.
All right, Paul, I got us find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Champions League action for Wednesday, top of the hour, about 40 minutes from kickoff. Barcelona, Inter Milan. We like over half penalty kick. The return plus 210. All right, let's continue on here on Soccer Plzen here, joined by Paul Agonis. Guys, make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. We want you guys to be live with us so you get these picks. And of course, these games start today. Within many of them do within 40 minutes. So make sure you set those notifications. Let's continue on here with Soccer Plzen. Continue on here with Champions League action for Wednesday. Top of the hour, we have Leverkusen taking on Porto.
Yeah, we're going to look at the cards prop in this match. In the previous match between the two sides about a week ago, there were 7 yellow cards and 1 red card between the two sides. Now, this is a very crucial match as to who gets qualified from this group, and both Porto and Leverkusen are sitting at the 3rd and 4th spot with 3 points each. So this is going to be a very tough match, a very physical match between the two sides. I like the referee here. Kovacs has also a good history with showing cards, so I like the over 5.5 cards here at -113. I think this is a gift.
All right, Paul, let us find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Here we go. Action here for today. Top of the hour, Champions League action, Leverkusen and Porto. Paul likes this one over 5.5 cards. The return -113. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Daily, joined by Paul Lagodas. Guys, if you're looking for Paul's best bets, just click the link in the description below and get signed up. Now, Paul has an early play right now here from Argentina, play of the day, so get on board with it right now. Start time here, 3:30 p.m. Eastern time, so we got some time here, about an hour to get on with it, so get on board there. Also, early bird action here from La Liga, so get on board right now with Paul. Lots of plays today. We got a top of the hour play right now, a featured pick as well for $15. So a lot of plays up there right now from Paul. So make sure you guys check it out. Use promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off. You can access Paul's page by clicking the link in the description, the All Cappers tab, to get signed up. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Daily. Continue on here with Champions League action for Wednesday, top of the hour. We have Plzen taking on Bayern Munich.
Yeah, this is going to be a one-sided match. Of course, Bayern Munich have some undeniable quality in their squad. They're using their starters today, of course. They have a scary offense with 3 very, very quick players, Kingsley Coman, Leroy Sané, and Sadio Mane. So they're going to torture this Plzen defense, who, by the way, conceded 5 goals when the two teams met in Munich a week ago. So Plzen in that match, they got just 1 card. But here's the thing: when they play at home, they have the pressure of the home crowd to perform better. But nobody expects them to beat Bayern. But even so, this Plzen side has grabbed a lot of cards in their Champions League matches so far, and in the qualifiers they also got a lot of cards, and especially at home. So the line on cards for Plzen is set at 2.5. And the price is at +165, and I genuinely see Plzen getting multiple cards tonight, so I like Plzen over 2.5 cards at +165.
All right, Paul, what else? Find his picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Champions League action for Wednesday, Plzen and Bayern Munich. He likes Plzen over 2.5 cards to return +165. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Daily. Here, joined by Paul Lagodas. Guys, be sure to like, subscribe, set notifications, be live with us. So when we're on the air, you can get these picks. Remember, we got a lot of these games here at this time zone where we start. We get a lot of these primetime games in Europe and Champions League here, beginning here at the top of the hour. We got 3 picks from the top of the hour, so make sure you guys don't get shut out. Let's continue on here with Soccer Daily. We now move to La Liga action here for Friday. Pick 1 here from this one, Rayo and Getafe.
Yeah, Getafe, last season they were horrible on the road. They won just 1 of their 19 away matches, throughout the season. They had 10 losses and 8 draws, and they scored the fewest away goals in the La Liga with just 12. However, this season they kind of flipped the script. They have 1 win and 2 losses on the road. They've scored in all 3 away matches a total of 4 goals. So they've scored a third of the goals they scored in 19 matches last season in just 3 matches this season. Now, Rayo are 7-1 to the over 1.5 goals with an average of 2.8 goals per match. And at home, they're 3-0 to the over 1.5 goals with an average of 2.7 goals per match. And Getafe, they're 6-2 to the over 1.5 goals with an average of 3 goals per match. And on the road, they're 3-0 to the over 1.5 goals with an average of 4 goals per match. Over 1.5 goals is 11-2 in the last 13 matches between the two sides, regardless of venue. And over 1.5 goals is 12-0 in matches in this venue. There's a lot of 2-1 and 2-0 correct scores mixed in there as well. Last season, the 2 matches between the two sides had 7 and 3 cards respectively, so I expect a lot of cards here as well. But I just don't see Rayo losing at home against Getafe. Rayo, keep in mind that last season they were one of the best home sides in the La Liga, while Getafe were one of the worst sides in the La Liga. So what do we get from all these stats? We get Rayo not losing and at least a couple of goals in this match. So we have a same game parlay of Rayo Vallecano or tie and over 1.5 goals at -112.
All right, Paul Lego's finest picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. La Liga action here for Friday. Rayo and Getafe. He likes Rayo or tie and over 1.5 goals to return a -112. All right, let's continue on your soccer sale here. Joined by Paul Legotis. Guys, if you missed any of our picks, we will do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Let's continue on. Continue here with this game. La Liga action for Friday here, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Rayo and Getafe. Here's pick 2 from this one.
Okay, because some sportsbooks don't actually most of the big sportsbooks offer same game parlays, and the pick that I gave before is a same game parlay. Now, if you don't want to get involved, or if you are unable to find same game parlays in your sportsbook, you can alternatively pivot to taking the over 2 goals at -108. I see at least a couple of goals in this match. Keep in mind that if there's exactly 2 goals in that match, it's a push. That's why the first play actually covers you in the event of a 1-1 draw or a 2-0 win. But if you can't find same game parlays anywhere, you can take the over 2 goals at -108.
All right, Paul, I got his finest picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Here we go. This is action here for Friday La Liga. For Friday, Rayo and Getafe. He likes in this one over 2 goals. A return -108. All right, let's continue on here with Soccer Sale. Here, joined by Paul Legotis. And Paul, before we get to the recap, I want to let everybody know what you have going over at Tony'sPicks.com, as we've got to get this record update here. 35, 14, and 6. The last 55 best bets been on absolute fire here for Paul over at Tony'sPicks.com. He is the top unit producer right now over at Tony'sPicks.com for the year. Now, these plays are all documented. You can verify those by going over to Paul's handicapper page and checking them out right there on the site. You can verify them under pick history. All right, Paul, a lot of action here. Midweek action, Champions League. We're getting into more action on Thursday, Big 5 on Friday. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Okay, let me remind you that today is a Champions League day, and I have several plays for tonight. I have a $15 early 3 p.m. Eastern feature bet. I have an early 3:30 p.m. Eastern Argentina play of the day. I have a play for today again, Champions League smart play. I have tomorrow on Thursday. I have 3 p.m. Eastern midday Europa League best bet and an early bird for $15 on the La Liga on Sunday. Now keep in mind, guys, that again, today is Champions League day. Tomorrow is Europa League. I have a play there as well. On the weekend, we have all the big leagues. And of course, the MLS playoffs are starting this weekend. And then next Tuesday and Thursday, we're going to have midweek matches in all the big leagues. So there's a whole lot of soccer going on now. Just try me out with a 3-day pass or a 7-day pass or even a monthly pass, because you know what happens in a month? The World Cup starts. So there's going to be a whole lot of soccer action. We got sides, totals, and sometimes I throw in some props there as complimentary picks. As well as the money lines or the totals. So 5 plays up for now, and more plays to be loaded for the weekend. But I just want to see what happens in today's Champions League matches and tomorrow's Europa League matches before I make my final plays for the weekend.
That's right, guys. I got with Paul Legotis over at Tony'sPicks.com. 35, 14, and 6. Last 55 best bet premiums. That is all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. Action right now here, top of the hour, and Argentina play of the day right now, so get on board there, as well as an early 3 p.m. Eastern time featured bet here, Champions League action, so get on board. Also Europa League action there, Thursday best bets and more over at Tony'sPicks.com, so get on board with Paul Legoris. A smart play here from the Champions League, a best bet right now on the board. Lots of individual plays here from Paul, but if you'd like to try them out here, that weekly All Sports Pass is a really good value there. Get all of Paul's plays here for 7 days. All his premium plays, including all the midweek actions from Europa League. We've got also the Champions League in action, the Big 5. So 7 days, you'll get all of Paul's premium plays. So a really good time to get on board there with Paul Legotis over at Tony'sPicks.com. As you can see here, top unit producer at Tony's Picks right now for the year. And of course, as you scroll, you'll see the great records he's put together, and of course, all his premium plays that are up there. The long-term passes will serve you guys well here. That 7-day All Sports Pass, get all of Paul's plays for 7 days. Even longer, you can go over to the 30-day. We got that 1-year pass here at the bottom. That will get you all of Paul's plays for. Remember, this is a World Cup year, so all your World Cup action, all your premium plays from Paul for the year. He's proven to you a great handicapper here at Tony'sPicks.com. Great on the European football as well as in South America, North America, you name it. He spans the globe. So get on board here with these long-term passes. And we're going to go ahead and save you some money here when you use this promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Paul's page by clicking the link in the description. Click on the All Cappers tab and get signed up. Of course, that is good on any of the passes up there. You could use it here on the long-term passes. You could use it on the individual plays. Now, you notice the buttons here in orange Those are profit guarantee, must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back into your account. That's profit guarantee. Not so on the long-term passes because they're already sold at a great discount. But there you go. So you make the choice, you make the call, use that promo code as much as you like. As you can see it here right on the site, and get on board here with Paul Legardos, who's the top unit producer over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, let's continue on here with the show here, joined by Paul. And Paul, it is now time here for the recap.
Okay, starting off, Barcelona versus Inter Milan, 3 p.m. Eastern tonight. Goes live in about 28 minutes from now. We're taking the over half a penalty kick at plus 210. Great price here. Moving on to Leverkusen versus Porto. Again, 3 p.m. Eastern tonight. We're going to take the over 5.5 cards at minus 113. I keep saying tonight because it's nighttime here in Greece, but it's daytime over there in the US. Now, Plzen versus Bayern Munich, 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to take the Plzen over 2.5 cards at plus 165. And then final play is La Liga on Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Rayo Vallecano versus Getafe. First play from this match is Rayo or tie, and over 1.5 goals in the same game parlay at minus 112. If you can't find the same game parlay, or if you don't want to play it, you can alternatively take the over 2 goals at minus 108.
There you go. That's the recap here from Paul Legardos. This 5-pack for you guys here. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, set notifications, be live with us. So when Paul gives out these plays for games to start within about half an hour, you can be here to get them and, of course, get the best numbers when you place your bets, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set notifications. Again, remember, to get Paul's best bets, just click the link in the description, the All Cappers tab, and get signed up to one of his long-term passes or his individual plays, his best bets, as he's been on fire, 35, 14, and 6 in his last 55 best bet releases over at Tony'sPicks.com. So make sure you follow his link. Follow the link in the description and click the All Cappers tab, and you'll be able to get signed up there. All right, that'll do it here for this edition here of a game day, of Soccer Picks Daily, guys. Make sure you guys tune in again tomorrow live at 2:15 each time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in Paul, and we'll get those great plays for you. I just want to make note here of our podcast. If you are out and about, you're working out, you're walking your dog, or you're outdoors, you can get every pick in podcast form. Never miss a pick from Paul. When you download our podcast, available on all major platforms, every pick is in podcast form. That's right, every pick. So every pick, we strip the picks out of here, we put them up on YouTube, we strip the audio, we upload them to the podcast. It's labor intensive, but it's for you guys out there. So we make sure that every pick is in podcast form, so you'll never miss a pick. No excuse if you can't see videos. We understand there's sometimes you can't check out the videos, right? But there's no reason why you can't put on your little headset and then listen to the podcast and get every pick here from Paul on our podcast, Tony's Picks Podcast. Find it on all major platforms. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition here of Soccer Picks Daily, guys. Make sure you guys tune in again tomorrow live at 2:15. We'll do it all over again. All right, we're going to wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll talk with you again tomorrow here on Soccer Picks Daily.